The sweet taste of success from the ashes of betrayal. 4 years ago, my ex-fiancée, Chloe, called off our wedding. At the rehearsal dinner, she stood there in front of 50 people and told me my $60,000 teacher salary could never buy the lifestyle she deserved. She literally said, "I love you, Leo, but love doesn't pay for trips to Tulum." The worst part? My own brother, Marcus, took her side. He told me I was settling in life and that I couldn't blame a beautiful girl for wanting a guy with real ambition, meaning money. They both wrote me off as a nice but ultimate failure. I was completely crushed, completely broke, and entirely alone. And so I packed up my life, moved out to West Texas, and started working 80-hour weeks as a project manager for an industrial turbine company. It was absolute hell, endless dust, brutal heat, and zero social life. But I had a point to prove. I lived like a monk, saved 90% of my paycheck, and poured every single spare dollar into a tech startup index fund. Last month, that index fund absolutely exploded. I cashed out with over $400,000 cold, hard cash. I immediately came back home and put a massive down payment on a stunning mid-century modern home overlooking the valley. It was the exact property Chloe used to obsess over on Zillow. She used to cry because she thought she'd never live there. I threw a housewarming party last Saturday. I didn't invite either of them, but in a tight-knit suburb. Halfway through the night, the front door opens. And in walks Chloe, looking gorgeous, holding a bottle of cheap wine. Right behind her is my brother, Marcus. Chloe looked around the living room, her jaw dropping at the floor-to-ceiling windows and the custom oak beams. She looked at me, her eyes wide, and whispered, "Leo, oh my God, how did you pull this off?" Before I could even answer, Marcus stepped up, clapping me on the back like we were best friends. He smiled and said, "Man, we always knew you had it in you. Blood is thicker than water, right?" I took a slow sip of my drink, looked them both dead in the eye, and said, "Actually, Marcus, you both told me I was a failure. You told me I wasn't enough." Chloe took a step forward, her voice shaking. "Leo, please. I made a mistake. I was young and I panicked. Can we just talk? Gestured toward the door and said, You can talk all you want. On the sidewalk. You wanted a guy with a luxury lifestyle, Chloe, and you're looking at him. But you don't get a front row seat to the success. When you were the one who rooted for my failure." The look of pure, unadulterated shock on their faces as security walked them out was worth every single drop of sweat. Some bridges are just meant to burn.